Hi, I'm Kaiser, and this is the story about my first date. So, during my second year of college, I thought I need young dating experience because youth and hormones. So, around that time, I was talking to this girl. She was actually very smart, and I enjoyed talking to her. So, I asked her out. But we live in a society, and Indian parents are more protective of their daughters than their sons. So, she was like, nah, but we can spend time after college. So, since then, I used to walk home after college, and at this point I'm wondering, what the hell is a date? Like, for a date to be a date, does it have to be official, or does two people spending time alone together suffice? I'm like, it's not technically a date, but it is one at the same time. And some things you should know about me are, I'm somewhat of an asshole. You know how cute couples walk on the road and the guy always walks on the side where the cars are coming from? Yeah, I'm not that guy. In fact, I'm the type of guy who's like, if the lift is full, I'll take the initiative and say ladies first because I'm lazy. And you know, sometimes when people mistakenly push the door instead of pulling, yes, I'm the guy who silently whispers, that's what your dad should have done. But I was nice to her for the most part. I think, like, I held her hand while walking. Talk about my teen romantic comedy experience. Okay, so when it was time to part, I don't know what came to my mind, and I said, hey, wanna kiss? She is standing next to me quietly. I'm standing next to her quietly. The atmospheric tension is building up. I'm sweating. The rays of the sun are shining brightly. The shade of the trees are providing the cool warmth. And then it hits me. Like, what the fuck did I just do? Who the hell does that, right? Normal people read the mood, right? But here I am, a progressive liberal male, talking about consent. Then she said, we are not doing that. I was like, nice. Then she got me an auto because autowalas are weird and if a girl asks for a ride, they never decline. Then I went home thinking my youth romantic comedy is wrong as I expected. In retrospect, I wonder why do people kiss? Sure, you lose 2 to 3 calories and it feels good, and maybe it is an expression of attachment, but at the same time, if we zoom out, it's just two people exchanging salivas. It sounds gross, but if it was a method of exchanging food which was known as kiss feeding, then does that mean I wanted to give her food? It is said that humans are especially good at recognizing faces. Does that mean I got attracted to her lips and wanted to increase my mate selection chances? But people often tell you that do not go for looks. This makes me wonder, are we actually attracted to the skin of the people? And if we remove skin, can you imagine kissing a skull? And at what point does something constitute as a kiss? Can I kiss someone with one lip? Imagine if someone's lower jaw is damaged, then can they kiss with just the upper lip? And what if someone kisses me but I didn't want to kiss them? Is it still a kiss? Is it a kiss if you are in a relationship with your sister, or does a kiss have to be legal? And finally, isn't my own two lips always kissing each other? And is the kiss actually even possible? Because I have heard that from a physics perspective, you can't ever touch anything depending on the definition of contact. Don't burn me because I'm not a science person. What did I learn, you ask? Nothing. Because I even took a consent for making this video. But this makes me wonder, if humans are animals and if animals can't consent, then why did I ever need a consent in the first place? Don't get me wrong, I am not here promoting assault, but have we tricked ourselves into believing that we have free will and humans have inherent dignity when there is no evidence to do so? And if that be true, then is it worthless to fight in the name of rights or justice without ever defining it? I think maybe we should be more careful using terms like justice. You would be surprised to know, in rural India and Pakistan, if you rape a girl, then the rapist's sister is also raped as a form of revenge. They think it is a form of justice for them and the families themselves agree to it. Now I understand you would get angry, but maybe be empathetic because it's not that long since women were considered property. In fact, to this day, I even hear modern and educated women saying terms like I feel used. And this is in Mumbai, which is one of the most liberal cities in India. Like, I don't have a problem if they use it, but in my mind, people are abused, right? To use someone is to identify yourself as an object or property. But then again, I think kindness goes a long way. Maybe something to think about. And it seems like this is becoming a religious debate between free will versus fatalism. You know the whole thing about predestination, like is God powerful enough to create a creature whose decision is so free that it is impossible to predict its decisions beforehand? Saying that God has foreknowledge of our decisions may be an insult against God's power, because it suggests that God is incapable of producing a creature whose decision is so free that it is impossible to predict the decision beforehand. Is God incapable of making such a creature? Yet, saying God does not have foreknowledge of our decisions may be an insult against His being all-knowing. Personally, if I was asked this question, I would say something like God knows the potential of human beings and their actions. So imagine all the actions which a human being can take are possible. So you choosing any action would not take away God's foreknowledge of the outcome of the action, but still give you agency to perform that action. Or I am simply stupid, but do we even understand time and causation, or what does it even mean to be human? Gosh, that got heavy. But I actually had a plan B. Imagine if we actually kissed and someone caught us and now they are trying to shame us. I can always say, hey, we were possessed, and hopefully they would believe us. In fact, we should rename India from the land of spirituality to the land of superstition. Wait, you already did that. We call it Bharat now. So thank you for watching the video and make sure to subscribe. Okay, bye bye.